Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up on Run 7. How you doing? Today we're going over SHA's account, or Shaw, I don't know how it's pronounced. They're about 52 million operating in Diamond 1, and one of the biggest things in this episode is that we're going to be talking about not putting too many big things in one room because Cabal can kind of wipe them out. And we have a Skrull Black Knight in a room, and we're gonna move that around. Also, we're gonna be moving some characters around from other rooms and moving Infinity Watcher. We're gonna be moving stuff around. It's like musical chairs here. We had a couple of good content creators come in and help us talk about this stuff. Chat argued about different ideas that we should be doing. If you want to be a part of those conversations, come find me live on Twitch. There's links down below. All right. Room number 1 is the Full House room with Cabal. The Full House room, not with Cabal. This is with Extreme in it. And we have Jubilee in here. She is way too small for what's happening in this room. This is no good. We're gonna get rid of Jubilee, and you could put just a 5-piece with Gambit, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring Dormammu in from another room and put him in here. And then we talked about making Nightcrawler a Raider, and because he is only 5x5 on this team, we think that Skirmisher might be the way to go. He clears negative effects 2 at a time every turn, and he clears 3 negative effects when he drops to a certain health percentage. I don't know if it's like 30% or something. I don't remember. It's low. He drops low, he cleanses even more. So he has a chance of clearing the controlled effects that are placed on him all by himself, and maybe doesn't need to be a Raider, but he does a lot better as a Raider, and you can guarantee he clears those, clears the ability block and can't be controlled without a stun. So we would like to make him a Raider once he gets to 6 or 7 red stars. But at 5 or below, I think it's probably better to leave him as a skirmisher. That way he does have the focus to do the things he needs to do. Not to mention, I think he's clearing or whatever skirmishers do on there for the room rules. So it's okay. We went back and forth on that one, but skirmisher's okay. However, Cyclops definitely needs to be a Raider. So we're docking points for both Jubilee being a part of this team, as small as she is, and then Cyclops being a Raider. I'm gonna give this team a C. It's not very functional, but you throw Dormammu in there and fix those ISOs, and I think you're gonna be doing a lot better. All right, in room 2, we have the raid room. Everybody's going back and forth on what their favorites are for this. We're waiting to see how Spider Society will work now that they have announced the changes to their kits. The team's getting a lot faster. We still think that they're going to be beat by a lot of things and may not be the way to go. So it's probably going to either be Bifrost or Pegasus that you're going to want to put in on this team. You can always spice it up by dropping a character and putting in Super Skrull. We like to have Super Skrull on offense right now. Pegasus in here this way, it looks great, it works, it's fine. I can give it an A. Nothing special, but it's getting the job done. So nice work on that one. In room 3 is the Infinity Watch. Now on my defense, I had Infinity Watch in here also because they do get offense up and they can start taking some assists, but the team dies. It's kind of a waste of a decent room rule. And so we're thinking about moving them out of here, putting them in room 5, and instead taking what's in room 5 and putting it in the aggroed room. So this is what's in room 5, what we want to move in there, which is the Unlimited X-Men with Gambit. We're gonna drop Fire Chicken, and we're gonna put in Noir in here. And the reason we want Noir in here over Sunfire is because Noir will go first, and whenever an ally of Quicksilver takes a turn, he gets random stack of positive effects, and he could get speed up. And if he does, that changes the way this matchup plays out, and you could totally ruin your opponent's day. It's an RNG thing. Noir's always given a little RNG on the teams that you put him into. Sunfire's not doing hardly anything, so let's get rid of Fire Chicken, put Noir in here. That'll spice this up, and then we're gonna move that to room 3 and move Infinity Watch to room 5. As is, Infinity Watch is a thing you can put in room 3, but not a good thing, so I'm gonna give this a B. And we're gonna move on to room 4. This is the one we don't like. I think this is a D. You're basically telling your opponent, yes, this is where you use Cabal, and it gets wiped out, and there you've just lost Skrull, you just lost Black Knight, you've just lost your Red Hulk, who's kind of small on this team. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of Skrull and Peggy, and instead put in 2 members of Gamma. That's going to be Abomination and Green Hulk. That way your character, your Red Hulk gets a health bonus, he gets immunity, I think he gets safeguard on spawn with those 3 Gamma members all together. So it'll be Captain America, Abomination, Green Hulk, Red Hulk, and then Black Knight. Hopefully your Red Hulk will have enough health that he will gain those stacks and pop off rather than just dying, but who knows how that works. I'm having a lot of luck with that defense in a variety of rooms, in fact. So that's what we want to use in 4. We're going to save Skrull for offense. I don't like this. I think this is a C team. It's a good team, but it's gonna get cleared, especially in Diamond 1, where everybody's gonna be operating with a cabal of some level. This thing's gonna get blown up in one shot, and it just turns out to be a waste. All right, in room number 5, we already talked about that. This is going to become the Infinity Watch. And then finally, in room number 6, we took Dormammu out of this, which Dormammu's a fine choice. We took Dormammu out and put it in 1, and instead we're gonna put in Emma here. Emma is gonna allow this team to ideally function the same way as it would with Dormammu, but instead of utilizing the revive to allow MLF to take a turn, you're gonna have MLF moving a little faster, or the other team moving a little bit slower, allowing MLF to take her turn. And that's what you want. So the only thing we need to do differently, once we get Emma in here in place of Dormammu, we're gonna wanna move MLF over behind Black Cat. That way Black Cat has the immunity and you won't be able to spread offense down with your death pool if you come into this with a New Warriors team. So you gotta hide that MLF behind her. That placement should look like it's gonna be Hard Light, Emma, Robbie, Black Cat, and then MLF will make it better. This is a fine team right here, but you don't have MLF hidden behind Black Cat. And so the New Warriors could still beat this team with this placement. I think the ISOs are pretty good. Shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Black Cat probably better as a striker. MLF definitely a striker, actually, now that I think about it, because MLF has that percentage health steal off of her counter assist. So, as is, this is the right team done the wrong way, so I'm gonna give it a B-. Let's change it to Emma to get the same value out of it. Switch those ISOs, the placement, all that. That'll bring it up to more of an A status. When you are building your teams, you don't ever want to put any of the big 3 in the same room. That's Skrull, Black Knight, Apocalypse. Don't ever put 2 or 3 of them in the same room because they're gonna get caballed out of there, and that's not a good way to go. Anyway, if you like this episode of Defense Up, hit that like button, help me out with my metrics, would you? Be sure to subscribe for more of these. I put out 2 Defense Up videos every week, not to mention the recap, which I'm trying to get back to daily. And then, of course, I throw out my stream recycles for the multitude of people that like to watch those that can't be here live. But you should be here live. Follow that link to Twitch. Come hang out with us. Get into chat. Show up. Be a part of the conversation. We always enjoy that. And remember, guys, don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others, too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.